Hi everyone, my name's Payton Prall and I'm a senior. I'm going to be graduating this May, which is in about a week, which is so scary, but I am a senior at the College of Journalism and I also work at Jacht as a social strategist. Some clients I've worked on for Jacht this semester include Husker Dialogues, CoJMC, and the Jacht recruitment campaign. All right, so let's just get on into it. Being a double major in ad PR and journalism has impacted my experience in Jacht as a social strategist by giving me the tools to write with confidence. Before college, I would say I knew how to write, but I was not sure of how to, use proper grammar practices or even what a content calendar was. I honestly had no idea, but I knew I wanted to do social media. So through being diligent in my work during my time in the College of Journalism and applying the knowledge I gained, I was able to produce quality work for the clients that I got the opportunity to work with this semester at Jacht. When you're someone on a team that is sure of what you're doing and the proper way to carry out your job, it makes everybody else's life easier, and you're able to refrain from stressing out the rest of your team and gain their trust for future collaborative projects. So I was able to do this specifically with Husker Dialogues this semester because I was sure of my ability, to properly write engaging social media posts, and my AE trusted me with short time frames and being able to put content together with little to no direction most of the time. One of my biggest takeaways from my time in the CoJMC as well is the ability to work in a group. I was faced with this many times throughout my years at the CoJMC, but being a double major at UNL and having to complete many group projects such as the group project for JOMC 134, which I know Katie was my teacher for that. She understands. And, the group project for 283 for ad PR, and, just especially being placed on various teams in Jacht taught me that collaboration is hard, but so worth it if you work at it. There were times that my patient was tested in teams at Jacht, especially with Husker Dialogues, but I was equipped with the knowledge to navigate the situation properly because of CoJMC. There were times where communication was lacking and deadlines were definitely tight, but I was able to overcome this with ease thanks to the College of Journalism and what they've taught me. Another insight, professionalism and deadlines are also greatly important. I was able to learn what being a professional looked like through my time at the College of Journalism. Through being a journalism major, I learned that the news does not wait for you. That is very true, and that you must jump on stories as fast as you can in order to make things timely. Otherwise, they, aren't important anymore sometimes. The same goes for social media, especially when you're trying to bring awareness to something like recruitment for Jacht. That's very time sensitive most of the time. So I was able to get to work ahead and get ahead of deadlines by helping put together posts for the upcoming Jacht recruitment campaign that you guys will be doing this fall. Deadlines were also greatly important when when working with professional clients, as they're often on a tight deadline. Learning how to conduct a professional interview and put together a professional email through emailing professors and conducting research for news stories and case studies also really helped me greatly in my social media position at Jacht this semester. So I especially used the emailing part of it when emailing directly back and forth with Caitlin Van Loon, who was my contact at CoJMC, about what the expectations and outlines were for our time working together this semester. So moving on to specific insights that I've taken from courses during my time at CoJMC. So I would say when it comes to specific insights from courses that I have taken during my time at the College of Journalism and Mass Communications, I have several. So first, I learned how to actually write and organize a content calendar through Ad PR 221. So learning how to format a calendar, what all should be included, such as the date, the platform, text, hashtags, CTA links, and the media to go along with the post was, really helpful when working on social media clients at Jacht. So having the knowledge of how to write a compelling social media post also came from Ad PR 221. So I use this specifically in Jacht when writing social media for Jacht's recruitment campaign, Husker Dialogues, and for CoJMC. So I also learned how to write a proper email in this class, which, is not always taught. I use this to communicate on a daily basis with Caitlin Van Loon from CoJMC. So another class insight that was extremely helpful during my time at Yacht this semester was the ability to write with proper grammar and AP style, which I learned from JOUR 201. So although this class was a class for journalism students, I still use the knowledge of AP grammar and style every single day, and it's really furthered my writing skills. So I can say that I'm definitely a more confident and valuable writer because of the courses that I just mentioned. All right, so let's get on to the most exciting part, I think, of this, which is the trend part of it. So one industry trend that is very important to take part of in right now is accessibility. So accessibility is the practice of making your website usable by as many people as possible. This is according to Mozilla.org. So social media has not always been the most accessible to those who have, loss of sight and or hearing. So many brands fail to make sure their posts are accessible to someone using a screen reader, which is ultimately narrowing their audience and excluding those in that group from being able to consume their content. So, according to the National Federation of the Blind, approximately 7.6 million people in the US have a visual disability as of 2016. So, this is about 7.75% of the total population at that time. According to the National Library of Medicine, nearly 10 million people are hard of hearing and 1 million are deaf. So, all of these people are marginalized when it comes to social media. So, those that are not creating inclusive environments and embracing accessibility are being left behind ultimately and, discarded as ignorant and non progressive, ultimately being ignored by a lot of people. So, I understand this trend as a social strategist through the use of accessibility features on social media platforms. So, there are a plethora of features on all platforms that allow for the user to make their platforms more accessible to all. So, platforms that highly rely on visual cues such as Instagram and TikTok are especially vulnerable when it comes to accessibility. So, ways to be more accessible on social media include ensuring text color and backgrounds have contrast for those who are colorblind, including alt text for images when possible, including closed captions and subtitles for video content, adding auditory cues and sight readers for those who are deaf, and adding narration and subtitles to digital ads. So, through performing an audit of the Yacht's Instagram page, I was able to identify ways that we could be more accessible to the visually and hearing impaired. So, I suggested that when posting on Instagram, Mackenzie utilize the automatic captioning feature and provide alt text for every post. So, describing the content of each photo in the post. Ways to be more inclusive on Instagram specifically include adding subtitles to Instagram stories and videos, either through automatic captioning or through third-party apps like Thread. Here's an example of a post that I did for my old internship using the Thread app. Hey guys, my name's Payton. I'm an intern here at Simple Strat, and today is my last day, so I just wanted to recap a few of the things that I've learned while working here. So you can also provide alternative text for Instagram posts. So here's a quick tutorial on how to do that. So I went ahead and started to post like I normally would. I scrolled down to where it says Advanced Settings, tap Write Alt Text, and describe the image or images you're posting with detail. So if you have a carousel of images, make sure to describe all of them. Then simply hit Done, add a caption, and you're good to go. You can also verbalize visual details during stories and videos and capitalize each word in your included hashtags. So I also did an audit of Yacht's LinkedIn page where I suggested that we also add alt text to all images and open captioning for all the videos where captions are automatically included whether the video viewer chooses to turn them on or not. So ultimately, accessibility can improve the use of social media for everyone, not just the visually or hearing impaired. Making your social media platforms more accessible makes it easier for users to consume your video content. As we know, about 85% of video content on social media platforms are watched without sound because people are watching them in public. So by including captioning and consciously choosing to be more accessible, user experience is overall improved for everyone. So that was my presentation. I hope you guys have a great summer. Thank you.